Hello, everyone, and welcome to the course. It is September 2020 in the city of Philadelphia, and this is Philosophy 311, Ethics and Information Technology, otherwise known as Computer Ethics. I am your teacher, Daniel Toohey, Dan Toohey. This is a brief video which focuses just on the practical aspects of how the class will be run, what your basic requirements are for the class, etc. There's another video that provides a course overview of what we'll actually be talking about, subject matter of the class, and my reasons for giving you the things that I have, and much more interesting. But I think that we should do a practical video just so we all know what to do. Again, I'm Dan Toohey. I've been teaching at Drexel for over 20 years as a part-time teacher, as an adjunct in the philosophy program. I've been teaching online for about 11 years, and I've taught dozens and dozens of online courses, which is not to say that I'm good at it, but I'm definitely used to it. So I'm not one of those unfortunate people who was thrown into online teaching during the COVID epidemic. I feel sorry for those people because they don't know what they're doing. I mean, I don't know if I know what I'm doing either, but I know what I'm going to do, which is teach it the way I usually teach it. The only difference with this from the way that I usually teach is that we will have a live session once a week, which is okay. It's not something I usually do. It's not really, that's over long experience. No reason to go into it, but the school has pretty much dictated that online classes be synchronous, which basically means there has to be a live session, which isn't bad. It's just such a pain to set it up. So hopefully that'll take care of itself. But you'll be hearing from me about that. In any case, here is the Blackboard site. Good old Blackboard. No one uses it anymore, except for Drexel. I like Blackboard. Here is where everything is. There's no book to buy for the course. You'll see that clicking on any week, and the course is organized by week, that you'll have your readings, and there will be videos that I have made talking about the week's material, which is my major way of communicating with you and to put the material in some focus or context, or just me talking about the material. I'm a teacher. There will be a weekly discussion board which you'll have to participate in, and there will be a weekly assignment of some sort. Week 1, it's a quiz. Let's see, week 2, it's just a set of study questions, which will be, whenever it's study questions, it'll be ungraded. You just have to finish it, do a credible job, and you'll get full credit. So there'll be a weekly assignment of some sort, usually either a brief quiz or a very brief essay question or some review questions. So it's something to do every week that needs to be done on a weekly basis. So every week when you click on the week's material, you will find the same thing. You'll find the reading. You'll find videos of me talking about the reading. You'll find some sort of assignment to do on individually, and you'll find the discussion board. So the only thing that will be added here is links to the weekly live sessions, which I really haven't started thinking about yet, because the most important thing is to establish a day and time to do it every week that's acceptable to most people in the course, which is a nightmare, but we'll have to come up with something. So I will definitely be in touch with you about that. If you take a look at the syllabus, okay, first thing you notice about the syllabus is that I typed it. I love typewriters. I love typing. I love writing on a typewriter. I mean, I've embraced that in recent years, gone back to my youth. Maybe that means I'm not the person who should be teaching a class in digital technology. I don't know. Maybe it means I'm exactly the person who should. It's just I like typing, and it helps me think and write, I think, better So I typed it, and I like irony, so I typed the syllabus for the computer ethics course. Okay. The only thing you'll see is that it says winter 2020. Okay, it's typed, so I can't just go in there and change it to fall 2020. Yes, teachers reuse materials. They update them, hopefully. But otherwise, the syllabus, I've decided to keep the course more or less the same as when I first taught it in the winter quarter. I've taught this course back when it was called computer ethics. I've taught it many, many times in many, many different ways. I came up with a new way in the winter, and with some adjustments, I'm teaching basically the same course to you here in the fall. But if you look through the course description, objectives, structure, requirements, they're the same. There's a discussion board, and you have to post something, and you have to post at least one reply. So read that carefully. There's a weekly assignment, as I said. And that's it in terms of the week by week requirements. Do the readings, watch the videos. I don't check on whether you watch the videos. I don't check on whether you clicked on the reading. But I would imagine you'll want to do that stuff. It's the course material. So the weekly thing is really just do the reading, take a look at the videos if you'd like, participate in the discussion board, do the weekly assignment. And the weekly assignment will usually be ungraded but if it's a quiz or something, there's a chance every week it'll be worth a point. And usually if you do the study questions and you give credible answers, you'll get the full point. But when it's a quiz, you have possibility of getting less. I think that won't be a big deal in terms of your grade. Besides the weekly requirements of the discussion board and the weekly assignment, there are 3 essays that need to be done. Those will be graded. Okay. And as the first essay approaches, I will begin to talk about the essay. I will put up videos about the essay, discussing the assignment, and just discussing, generally speaking, how I think philosophy papers, student philosophy essays how you should approach that. So I will be giving you some guidance on that. But take a look at what's there. It should give you some guidance already. So grades will be determined in this way. The only things that you really have to do are write the essays, participate in the discussion board, do the weekly assignment, and also show up at the weekly live session. But how that'll figure into your final grade, kind of an informal way, I guess. You should show up, right? Plagiarism policy, etc. So what you may notice is I like to keep things simple teaching online. I don't like a bunch of chrome, I don't like a bunch of stuff. I like to focus on the readings, focus on what we're actually, that's what's important, are these philosophical issues that come up because of digital technology. Focus on the readings. We exchange ideas, you and me, student to student, in this pretty simple way. We write essays, and that's it. I don't like a lot of stuff. I hope that I haven't, because I think if you put a lot of stuff up, it distracts from what's really important, which are the readings, the subject matter of the course, the content of the course, things like Hans Jonas's great essay, Technology and Responsibility, as you'll see. So it's pretty much how the course will go. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me by email, my Drexel email, or by the cell phone number that's on the syllabus. Again, the only thing that's not covered in this is the weekly live session, which is frankly something I have to get together. I've just begun to do them again because of COVID and the new demands that schools are making on online teaching. But that should be fairly simple. We'll have a weekly session. What I do, 2 things that I do. The weekly session will be based on student work. I don't just get up there and talk. I'll make a PowerPoint reviewing recent student work, asking students to talk about it, and that'll be the basis of our live session discussions. Another thing that you'll see that I'll do is that I will do periodic review videos where I look over student work, I look over assignments, I look over things and give you feedback on that. So that's how it will go. Again, I hope that this is fairly clear how the class will go. Feel free to contact me at any time about anything if you need any kind of clarification.